This is how to prepare for the first recruiter screening interview. First things first, we're going to go ahead and copy and paste the job description into a Google Doc. If you can't find the job description, it is totally okay to reach out to the recruiter and ask them to send it to you. Once you have the job description in a Google Doc, we're going to go through it with three things in mind. The first one is, what does this company even do? That is going to be one of the first questions that recruiters ask in that first interview. The second thing we want to be thinking about is, what is the role and what will I be measured on? And the last thing we want to focus on is, what questions do I have? Now we have a baseline of what we're thinking as we're going through the whole job description. Next thing we want to do is start preparing for questions that a recruiter might ask us. The first thing you can do is go on Glassdoor and see if there's any recent interviews for that specific role and practice those questions that might be listed there. For this example that I'm using here, there's only one recent interview, so it didn't give us much to work off of. For that, I like to use Claude specifically. The goal here is not to endlessly prompt Claude. We want to come with one single prompt so we're as efficient as possible. Here's a prompt that I use. You can pause the video right here so you can screenshot it and use it. Should hopefully output a document like this that will give us a good baseline of questions to prepare for. Will some of the questions that you prepare most likely not be asked? Yes. But the idea that we're trying to get to here is that you're going to have an answer for a variety of different questions that hopefully if a recruiter words a question a little bit differently, you can still answer and still have a response. We also want to have our own questions prepared. When you're thinking of preparing these questions, think of who you're talking to. Since we're talking to the first initial screening recruiter, they probably won't have as many detailed responses as the hiring manager does. So now that you have all that prep done, essentially you can work off the question doc that Claude generated for you and start preparing those responses. If you found this helpful, be sure to follow me for more interview tips. Excited to share them more because I am also on my unemployment journey, also interviewing right now.